It's time to get moody, baby. Let's see what's going on, man.
Bro, if Jason Momoa just walked up on the beach, like, right now on some just Aquaman shit, like, popped out of the water, I would not be like, I would be shocked.
What?
Do you know what I mean? Like, I would be a little, like, I might be like, what? But I wouldn't be, I wouldn't run in the crib. I'd be like, that's Aquaman, obviously.
Nah. Nah. It's about to be fire. It's about to be fire. It's about to be fire. Bro said, like, yeah, that's Aquaman.
How you guys doing? We're here. It's Yachty here with Future Mood. This is something special and new that we're doing here at Turks. The one and only Turks and Caicos. Just here flex my muscle a bit, doing things that most people can't. Drake Drizzy Rogers. How are you? Do people call you that anymore?
Not really.
Drake Drizzy Rogers.
No, not anymore.
I don't know if I want to do it.
Do you know the story behind that, by the way?
No, what is the story behind that?
My email was drizzydrake@rogers.com. Rogers.
You actually told me that.
Yeah, Rogers is the service provider in Canada. And then he thought that, he didn't realize.
Who's he?
Wayne.
Ah.
Wayne thought that, like, he didn't realize at that time that, like, the @ in the email was like a, like a middle, like, interference.
Not in the name.
You thought I didn't know? It's in the islands. Virgin type things. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
Yeah, so he just thought my name was Drizzy Drake Rogers.
And he just kept that.
I mean, he rapped it once. I didn't have the heart to correct him.
That's pretty sick.
God bless his heart.
Yeah. One thing that we really, really have in common is our love for our mothers.
Yes.
You know? What is that like, you know? Being like the star. Obviously, this is a question for your mother. I've actually asked her this, but what do you think it's like for her with you being whom you are? I think obviously at this point it's not now. Let's go back to like 2015, 2013,
I never realized you had a come down leg tat, by the way. I just had to say that.
Yeah, I did.
Shout out to the Sigs.
Yeah. Those are my guys.
Yeah,
Those are my guys.
I never really took that in.
Yeah. Those are my guys.
Yeah.
Shouts out to Fiji.
Yeah.
100%. That's my brother.
Fuck with Fiji.
That's for life.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna get into it, you know.
Yeah. Fuck with that.
Yeah.
It's just like,
It's so
you're talking
random,
about my
right?
mom and like then I
just
started thinking
noticed
about
it?
the city and I was like, am I like envisioning
Are you
that?
tripping?
Yeah. No, that's what's up.
I dead ass have
I love how they're just flowing.
I love those guys. Dead ass. Those are only that in the owl. Only tats I have besides my own
You
game.
know we love that.
Mothers.
Yeah.
What do you think that's like?
I don't understand what's it like to have a mother?
No, what do you think it's like
Really
for
like-
her to be the mother of you?
Oh.
What?
I don't know.
To have a mother?
They were gonna really like kind of like this is excluding like so I didn't really want to answer that. I guess I don't know. I mean I'm a father, and I've been through so much with my mom. Like just
He said, I'm not hip.
just times where like it was like I didn't you know I feel like there's real times where we didn't know like what the outcome would be. There's like real times of like uncertainty that I've been through with my mom, and I guess now like as a parent I assume that she expresses her like pride and gratitude
It's called
every
a
single
Moody
day.
conversation. It's just like an interview with Drake and Lil Yachty.
But I don't know. That's a tough one for me to answer. I mean, I assume it's probably just thankful.
Do you fear for her?
Like in what way?
Like I fear for my mom all the time, but just being like who I am and just like her going out in the world and just being herself, like going to the grocery store and no.
No, I mean, I think my mom has like this really insulated circle that she rolls with, which I fuck with too.
Yeah.
Like, But aside from that, like I try not to. That's like thinking
Mama
like
got an
are we gonna
entourage
die
and
every
shit.
time we get on the plane or like I can't think like that because I'll go to like dark places. I can't think of anybody ever doing anything to my mom.
Yeah.
I try not to anyway.
That's fair. That's fair. I want to talk about shit that we kind of talk about and just shit that, I mean, obviously you haven't done one of these in a shit long time. So I just want to take it all over the place. A guy like you that essentially I feel like, and I don't want to, I'm not going to say has everything because no one has everything, but has accomplished so much in life and has reached so many levels, seen so many
That
things.
can almost do everything.
Experienced so many things. What else is there to want? Like, what does someone want who has material? I don't even. That's not even as far as materialistic. That could be as far as anything. But what is it there that to even search for or want as a human, as a man who has touched so many things?
Hella good question.
Well, I think like on a broader scale, I think I'm at the point now where I just want to like.
Oh.
I feel like maybe we talked about this the other day, but I feel like I'm kind of introducing the concept in my mind of a graceful exit, like, and almost just kind of, I feel like a lot of people that I've watched as the years have gone on, it's a really addictive, competitive space. And oftentimes you're like addicted to the competition itself. And so, you know, you'll like, sometimes it'll baffle you, like, why are these people still making attempts at, like, trying to be present in the space? And then you'll realize, like, they probably, their needs and desires and their soul was probably fed for so long off of being a guy or the guy that they can't let it go. And so I guess like what's left for me is just to find a way to gracefully like I'm not ready now, but to gracefully like continue making
Like,
projects that are extremely like interesting and hopefully cherished by people, and then to find the right time to say like I can't wait to see what the next generation does. I'll still be around to like, you know, work with people or do a show here or there, but I'm not going to like force myself to compete. I would love to just see what the next generation does,
like a
whenever
ghost.
that time is. So I guess like that's like the one thing that I like want for myself really badly. And then like, I don't know, like I also really need like a house in Turks.
Yeah, yeah. There's a song, it's on Views where you said something about retiring at 35. When you got close to 35,
No,
did
I
you
hate
ever?
hearing that shit.
Yeah?
Yeah, I heard it the other night while we were at the
Yeah,
room.
people always say that. When you were younger, did you think 35
was really old.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You thought like 35, I'm like, good.
Yeah, I just like maybe that's like I think that
Were you like 26 then?
I was young, yeah. I think like
No cap.
That
that's exactly how I used to think.
sometimes when I've like said girls' names in songs, maybe those are the two things that I look back on and I'm like, maybe I could have done without like shitting on people for age, like or saying like, you know, or like disrupting somebody's life. I never, like, the lyrics are never with ill intent, but it's like I had somebody one time be like, you know, it's not necessarily what you're saying about me, it's the fact that you said it.
What does that mean?
Like, just in the sense of, like, you don't know what it does to me. Like, you don't know who my boyfriend is at the time, or you don't know who, like, what my family knows and doesn't know, you know, and if you express, like, any form of discontent for me in a song
Shorty at
and,
the
and call me by
on
name,
Peachtree, still tripping.
then all of a sudden, like, I'm left to kind of, like, pick up the pieces in my own life that I've, like, tried to build up for myself.
It blows my mind. I've never thought about that. Like, never in my mind has that ever just, like, came to my mind where I've been like, oh man, like I wonder, like, because I've always looked at all of that shit as like fictional stories. I never believed that these were like real names or like real descriptions of places, you know what I mean? So it kind of blows my mind that it's all been like super truthful, you know?
So I've like tried my best to stop doing that, but I like to be honest in music too. So that one's a push and pull. But when I was younger and I would like,
You used to do a lot. I used to think you were making girls' names up.
no, I don't think I've ever made a girl's name up.
That's crazy.
Holy shit.
I think that's the one thing that I would like maybe say is like just makes me kind of be like.
So people know
just
these people?
To think it's so wavy to be young, it's not that. It's not that sick. Because I'm here now. Like I just left 35, right? And it's like,
yeah, you're getting up there.
Well, all right. But
well, okay.
Just saying.
yeah, I guess. Yeah, you're right. How old are you?
25. So
yeah. I can't wait. You're gonna get old as fuck.
By the time I get old as fuck, when I'm old as fuck, you're gonna be in a cane.
No, by the way,
you'll be using a cane.
First of all, I'll be 10 years older than you.
Yeah, you'll be
still dripped
as
out.
much basketball you play, you'll definitely using a cane by 40.
Nah. By the way, I'll be in incredible shape.
I think you'll be using a cane.
Nah, I don't think so. But again, I know that you have like confidence at 25 because you're 25. Like it's so.
I've
cool
had confidence since 16. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But it's like cool to you that you're 25.
Come on, Yachty.
I get it. I was
Come
there.
on, Yachty.
By the way, I was there. I was like 25 too. I was damn, I'm 25. These old
I mean,
ass
of course
niggas.
you were.
Now you're saying 30's the new sexy, right? That's
No, I'm not saying that.
This nigga is
like
sounds like you one of those people.
I'm not like remember when Hov like we did the button up and tried to make everybody dress formal to like regular events.
Yeah, Kanye used to.
Man, really try to make it like formal. Like if you're not in formal dress code.
Kanye
like
did that too, though. There was a point when Kanye did that. When he was just wearing like wedding suits everywhere.
Yeah.
It was like if you didn't wear a suit and black Ray-Bans, you just weren't. You weren't cool.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know. You just gotta find your way in there. You know. I feel great though.
35 is crazy.
Yeah,
I feel great.
That's good. That's good.
Age is a funny thing though.
Age is a funny thing. The concept of it.
I know.
You know. How it never stops turning. I look at my father now and I start seeing gray hairs and it's insane.
Yeah, it's just like, you just don't know if you're gonna make it there. And then when you make it there, you're like, damn, okay, I'm here now. I don't really feel that much different than I did.
That's how I was at.
At this point, I thought I would.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I was gonna be dead before I
It's
turned
been a
30.
good life though.
I think it's been a great life. A fantastic life.
Been a good life.
I'm looking at a sunset.
Yeah, no, it's nice.
Yeah, you guys can't see it, but it's there.
Cut to B-roll.
Cut to B-roll.
This is an interesting question because I was talking to our good friend Kai yesterday, and I talk to a lot of people all the time, and I think the one thing that I've always, the biggest conversation that I have,
29.
obviously when you're like with people who just don't know you or people who just assume is that like, just the conception people have of you in their mind, and it's so insane. And I can remember being younger and maybe having certain conceptions, but they were never like the ones that I hear now. You know, like just like what people really assume. And then I had to step back. It's, I guess when you know someone, it's hard to even see something from someone's point of view who doesn't, you know? But like when you just start and think about it, like, I mean, I don't think you've done it even in an interview in so long. Past that, I think all people really have to live off is music and Instagram posts, you know, and shit like Alex posting a video with the ring, with the necklace, you know, like just things that little people, like people depict shit and then they just create this synopsis of like you as a man. And when we first started hanging out,
I used to do that all the time.
It used to like really irritate me.
That's exactly how I used to live until I realized that it was weird.
You would get really upset.
Oh, yeah.
And you would text me and be really upset.
Well, you know, I'm just very defensive over our friendship.
I know.
That's honest. But to you, what do you think is, what do you think is one of the most, like, just craziest things that you've heard about yourself that's just so not true? I know a couple, but, like, what do you think?
I don't know if I could really pick one thing, like, oh, this room. Well, I mean, there's kind of two ways to approach it. It's like, if you choose to live a life that is truly built and designed by you, for you, and the people that you care about, you will essentially not be able or not be willing to dedicate hours in a day to controlling every narrative. I can't fix every rumor. I can't address every single thing. I've seen people wash their whole life out by trying to like overly communicate in every scenario, trying to like fix things and clarify and this, that, you know, like I'm here living a real life with people that I really love. And I think it's interesting, like whenever I meet somebody, particularly like women, I always kind of get this, like, I don't know, I wouldn't say it's a backhanded compliment, but it is kind of like a passive, like, wow, I just didn't expect, like, I thought you would be so different, or like, wow, you're actually really nice. That's a crazy one too.
Yeah.
You're actually, like, saying you're actually anything means you basically thought I was a piece
You
of
had
shit.
a
absolutely.
you had a complete pre-notion.
And so,
to what
like,
I was
yeah, I get a lot of you're actually this
crazy.
and you're actually that.
Which is crazy.
Which is, well,
'Cause
I
he
guess
seems
it's not,
like such
because
a
it's like
dope
at the
dude,
same
bro.
time you bring up like Alex posting the chain the other day, and then like people being like, you're sick that you thought of proposing 42 times. Like, guys, this is,
Yeah.
do we not understand?
We
like,
actually have to clarify.
yeah, like it's like, do we not get that this is kind of like it's a conceptual art piece? I don't know, like,
That's genuine.
not, yeah, it's funny, but I don't know. I don't know, the biggest misconception. What do you think it is?
Honestly, I just think it's that people think you aren't an actual rapper. Yeah. I think that for me is like
can
one
see
of the
that.
things
Oh, yeah, I
think
get what you're
that
saying.
I can see
probably
that.
irritates me most.
Yeah.
You know? I never understood that. I never understood.
Like, from what perspective? Like the ghostwriting perspective?
No,
or from
just from
like,
from the standpoint of just like
Like they
I
try
don't
to
know,
say he's
bro. I
pop.
think when someone is when you're crowned,
just like a discrediting.
yeah, you know, just like when you're crowned title of the best.
Yeah.
You know, it's like that weighs heavy on a lot of people, and for some reason, a lot of people just don't want to agree with something. You know?
Yeah.
Maybe, and it could be, and it's usually personal reasons as to why. The sun's going down, guys. We just want to say, if you guys see a different color in the video, I just want to let you know the sunset's going down. This guy here wanted to stay at the bar for hours. So that's why the video will now be for the rest of the portion darker until the sun is down and we can no longer do it. All right, cool. Anyways, I just have to make sure that's in there. We don't have money for budget to actually edit lighting, so when it goes dark, it's just dark.
It's a gradual. It's like a progression video.
It's about to get really dark. It's really dark. But yeah, I think it's just
It's like a progression video.
the talent part. You know, I think it's the talent part. You know, I think that, and I think it's just like people think like the whole like even like the upbringing from Degrassi. People try and use that as like, oh, he's not like that, or he's you know, just all kind of assumptions that really irritate me from people who don't
I've heard
know
it for
you.
so long, and it's just, I realize that it's not like, I stopped chasing unanimous love a long time ago. I don't think unanimous love is attainable when you're in any form of competitive space, even if it is like based on opinion, right? Like,
Yeah.
you know, I'll bring up sports a lot in music, but again, it's a lot different, right? Because sports, there's a winner and a loser, so you can really base your point on the fact that this guy's the best because of
Numbers.
this many rings or this many
course.
points or whatever. But
Which is still opinionated.
yeah, it is
Technically.
opinionated, 100%. But it's a little more like, it's got a little more
Behind it.
foundation to it. Our shit is really just like what you like and what you don't like. And I just realized a long time ago, not long enough, I wish it was earlier, but a while ago, that I'm not gonna make everybody love me, and people are going to
I'm still trying to realize that.
kind of, you know, I'm like a character. I'm not like a real, I don't feel often when I meet people, I have to like humanize myself. I was talking to a therapist at one point, and he said something, and he was like, you know, it was a really valid point. I'm not really a big therapy guy. I don't feel like I necessarily want the same life as a therapist is trying to pitch me on, which is like some life of like morals and simplicity and those type of things.
Yeah.
Not to say I don't have morals and simplicity, but like, I don't need my life
I know
to
what
be
he
rooted
means.
in
Like, straight line.
find somewhere to disappear in the world and like disconnect from everybody. That's not really like where I'm headed.
Right.
But I did talk to a therapist one time, and he made this point about being like, you know, no matter what kind of woman you're chasing physically, right? Like you like ass, you like titties, you like, he's like, you have the biggest tits in the room. He's like, you walk into any room and you have just the most gigantic tits. Nobody can think about anything else other than whatever your gigantic tits, which is your Drake. I remember this about this guy. I remember that about this guy. I bet this guy does this. I bet this guy does that. Like all the preconceived notions, they're just like
that makes
they
sense.
can't see past the gigantic tits unless they
Drake,
talk
you got
to
me the first half, bro. I'm not
and
gonna
then
lie.
they're like, oh wow, like you're actually like, I mean, your tits are huge, but you're super smart,
Right.
you know, or like you're really nice and kind.
Yeah.
So it's interesting to that's why I relate to girls with huge tits.
Yeah. You made me look down. You kept saying I had a huge tit.
I wasn't really saying you. I don't know why I was looking too. That was crazy. I envisioned you as just fucking monster.
Just knockers. just mommy milkers.
Yeah,
Just here.
I know.
Yeah. All right, you can stop.
This interview got way more fun.
Yeah, it is getting dark. I'm telling you guys, it's getting dark. It's like it's Tim drink. All right. Well, that's a very valid point. Man, women are something else. You know, I don't like to talk about them for long, to be honest, because they always leave me with a strong depression.
Facts.
Let's keep going. What do you think about how? It's just true. I don't know. I got in my feelings.
I thought there was a question following.
No. That was just facts.
Straight statement.
Yeah, that was just real life. What do you think? This is my question, because this is something that, and it gets kind of weird. I might have to explain it, but you might get it. Why do you think?
I just been looking at draft day, staring off into the sunset, knowing his time is coming.
Where is he?
He's on the phone now, but before he was just like staring out at like the ocean waves, just knowing that his day.
Like I'm about to be.
His day's on the way. I fuck with that. I love
that. That's probably exactly
he had a
what
moment.
it was.
He had a moment. Just then he hopped on FaceTime.
Yeah. People are such manipulated and brainwashed. And like they just all follow these traits, right? Like these custom traits, and I'll explain it because this sounds so like weird. But what I mean by this is like why do people think like? I was having a conversation once, and someone's like, "Well, how much did your daughter weigh?" You know, to me, someone said it to me when she came out. You know, or ever
what?
someone's like, "When's your mom's birthday?" I tell you, I don't know my mom's birthday. I know when it is,
right?
And I've never missed it. Ever. Right. And my mother has, I think, arguably had the best birthday since I became who I am.
Right.
But I don't know it off the top of my head. But why do you think it's a thing where it's like people like feel like, oh, you're supposed to know your parents' birthday. You're supposed to know how much your kid weighed when they came out. I feel like it's so stupid, right?
I mean, I think
it's like
those are two really different things.
No, I understand. I understand what he's saying though. He's saying basically like, why is it that people think that like certain things that are important to you are also have to be important to other people? You know what I'm saying? That's the vibe I'm getting.
Knowing your mom's birthday and
these are two personal
knowing what your
experiences I've
kid
had.
weighed when they popped out is such a useless fact. Like I'm sorry, I do not know what my son
That's
weighed.
what I'm saying. But it doesn't mean you don't love your son. Right. And you know what he likes.
Yeah, well now I didn't then. He was just like a
yeah, exactly,
pod or something. I don't know. I just hold him and be like,
it's crazy.
I wasn't like, yep, 6.5 pounds. Like, I don't care.
But that is a real thing, though. That's a real thing in the world. People feel like you're supposed to know these things.
Yeah.
And I never understood the conception of that logic. Like,
Drake
people
is like, what?
No, like people everywhere. I guarantee you after this, it'll be a thing where people are like, you're supposed to know that. You're supposed to know this.
No, I get what you're saying.
I don't get it, though.
What's the question?
Why do you think it is the way that, like, certain things happen that are just, like, people think automatically, Christmas, we buy gifts. I think that's just a trait from a long time.
Hardwiring.
Right.
It's just all hardwiring. It's just all,
That's what he's saying.
It's the lifelong argument of nature versus nurture, right? Like, and that is the nurture thing. It's like, how were you, well, I guess both nature and nurture. Yeah, just like, what things were you raised on, right? Like, our accents and shit. Like, it's like, we probably all sound foreign to you being from Toronto because of just a place that we're from. And just the fact that, like, I don't know who started talking like that.
Yeah.
I'd love to meet that guy. I literally want to meet the first Toronto man of all time. I don't know who he is. I don't know where he got the accent from or any of that. But, like, I just, like, I know that, like, he's influenced all of us. And now I'm like a full father talking like internet memes because that's my upbringing.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, traditions and values. You know, why do they matter? Is that what you're asking? Or
Yeah, I just don't get. I just wonder why people like. Why is it such a thing? He's doing it again. I think you just missed it.
Oh,
He was doing it again.
he's locked in, bro.
He's feeling his dream. Do
He's
you
locked
believe in
bro.
aliens?
I think, first of all, as human beings, we find a way to wake up and think like the world kind of like revolves around our story. There's no way this can end, or it can't end now because things are going too good or whatever. We definitely think we have more control over life than we do, 100%. And I've just seen it go the other way so many times that I know for a fact, like, I know just because shit's going good for me and I'm Drake, I know it doesn't mean I'm supposed to be here and grow old and be 80 or 90 years. It doesn't matter. Like, you know, like, I know I don't have control over that aspect of the story. But even deeper than that, it's like, man, I believe, like, bro, if Jason Momoa just walked up on the beach, like, right now on some just Aquaman shit, like, popped out of the water, I would not be like, I would be shocked. Do you know what I mean? Like, I would be a little, like, I would be a little, I might be like, what? But I wouldn't be, I wouldn't run in the crib. I'd be like, that's Aquaman, obviously. Of course there's a fucking entire world over there that we don't know about.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't dip on him.
So you're basically saying like
So the first guy has got to be Aquaman, right?
you're not.
Like, I'm open to the idea.
Right.
If Jason Momoa pops up on us right now,
as Aquaman,
I would be like, this interview just got way crazier. Pull up a chair. We need to know what.
Wait, what you just did?
What's popping down? Like, what's.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
Pull up a
it's like,
chair.
if aliens come and
You
get
know
me, like, I'm gonna be like, yo, let's build. Let's build. Like, I'm gonna introduce him to Jordan right away.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. You have to before he. If he doesn't know, then.
Let's go, bro. Let's build. Let's link and build,
Yeah,
bro.
no, there definitely has to be shit that, like, we don't understand or. Right? Like, I don't know. This is just one planet, right?
Yeah.
What do we just think? All the other ones are empty?
Yeah.
We're the only ones that get blessed with, like,
That's true.
chilling in Turks and Caicos, dropping sunglasses. Nobody else on any other planet has a sunglasses line.
Well, I hope not one like this.
Nah, exactly. Well, yeah, exactly. Not with the interchangeable lens.
Exactly. That's exactly right. He supports.
I support my brother.
What?
Honestly, one of my best friends. I love you so much.
I love.
Honestly.
I
Yeah.
love you, and I want y'all to stop. I ain't even. You know what? I'm not gonna get into it. I'm not gonna get into
What do
it.
you say?
I'm not gonna get into that time I hit you about that time about
That
the shit on the internet.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
every day.
Yeah. But the one time about the time I was upset.
You're always upset.
Okay. The time I hit you about the time I was upset
Okay.
about. Don't worry about it.
Uh-uh.
Too many times.
Yeah, let's say it.
All right, so let's see. One last thing I would like to see, because I want to wrap it up. Sun's going down. We got things to do. If you know off the top of your head, because you've done so many things. He's doing it. He's doing it again. We got to take a picture.
You good? Oh, all right. We're just making sure.
Oh, all right.
No, you having one of one.
No, you were just you was looking into the ocean.
No, you having one of one.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
for
bro, it's fine. It's all good. It's
Just
like,
making sure.
you were looking into the distance.
Yeah, no, seriously.
Like, no, it's
yeah.
all good. We're
We
just
still rolling, bro. All right. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we couldn't afford security. All right.
Good afford security, all right?
What is the craziest thing you've ever done for someone?
I don't know.
No, you know. You know. What? Just one that it might get you in trouble, but I just want to know one thing. And
It
it's
might
from a
get you
long
in
time
trouble.
ago. All right, it's from a long time ago, obviously. But what's one of
You
the
want to tell the
craziest?
Oklahoma story?
Please.
I know that's what you want.
I want to see what you're gonna say. I want to see what you're gonna say.
I once did like 3 hours of prosthetics, like so I could attend somebody's court date that I cared about, because they were in trouble for something.
That's deep.
Yeah. And
What?
I walked in as like a 80-year-old man, and everyone was like, "Is that Drake as an 80-year-old?" It definitely was
No,
like,
it's not me.
I'm not, like, yo, I had one of the like best
No.
Hollywood makeup artists in the world, and they were still like, "That's definitely Drake as an 80-year-old
Crazy.
man."
That's
It did
crazy.
not work.
Like, why is Drake
What's
in a
harmless
courthouse?
confession?
You're asking me what is a harmless confession, or
What's a harmless, like, what's a confession? And this could be anything.
I was gonna say a confession is that doesn't bring you harm. That's what a harmless confession is. But you weren't asking for a dictionary definition.
No. I wasn't Webster. I wasn't asking for you to be Webster.
I don't know if I have harmless confessions.
Well, I mean, just like something that like you really irritates you that you don't like. Like I hate when, you know, you go in a hotel and then they have the napkins and it's all nicely folded. Cause,
Oh, that's like a pet peeve, though.
well, I mean, I didn't want to say like.
Why do you hate that?
I didn't want to say it.
Well, yeah, like
I
what?
hate messing it up because it's like really nicely.
Oh,
like
I
a
get
nice
it.
flower, like someone took
Once
their
you mess it
time,
up,
like,
it's over.
I never wanna. Same when you go to a restaurant and it's folded all nice. I never feel like I can.
I think if we're fucking with each other and you wake up earlier than me, but have to like control the room. For example, like if somebody wakes up earlier than me and like busts the blinds open,
Oof.
or oh man, or like, you know, like
Wow.
if somebody's just on their phone but like taking calls and shit,
Oh,
like in
man.
bed while you're. If it's like if the
feel that.
room, if the bedroom turns into your office just because you woke up earlier than me,
that's terrible.
it's yeah, that's horrible to me.
It's awful.
Yeah, that's horrible to me.
Yeah.
Like I don't like, obviously, like I'm all with like, you know, here's a driver, start your day.
Mm-hmm.
I'll see you later, or like I'll
Here's
wake
a
up,
driver,
we'll
start
reconvene
your
in a bit.
day.
Mm-hmm.
But
That's
like
some
to like
exclusive
take command
shit.
of the room.
That's insane.
Yeah, I know.
And it's insane that there are women that do that.
People in general.
I mean, I would hope it's only women that.
But like you were like, I just didn't want to make you. I didn't want to take you down the women path.
No, don't put
You
me
were
in
like-
it.
no,
I said women, you said people.
I know, but you were like, you sounded like you were like being hateful towards women. So I was like, yeah, but it's people in general,
but
right,
you were
bro?
making, you were making.
Like, obviously, what the fuck? Like, I just didn't want to bury you. All right, sorry, you're right. Well, I guess it's like, let's run that back.
No, yeah, okay, whatever. I don't know. We're out that.
I mean, like, obviously, I was just trying to like.
Yeah, I get it. It sounded like you were trying to say like.
I get what you think. I get where my fault was, but I'm just letting you know I was trying to help you initially. So I threw myself under the bus for you.
Oh. Well, that's
Because
nice
you were
of
like, yeah, man, women, bro. And I was like, okay, like, obviously, like, women gotta wear these glasses.
Well, I
too,
mean,
right?
I don't know. I wouldn't know that men do that in the bedroom.
I don't know either. I was just trying to help you. I need women to put
Sure.
the shoes on, bro.
Okay,
What the
you're
hell? It's like,
right.
we're
We
not,
do
I
what
can't-
we want women to wear the glasses. They are definitely unisex. Why do you think, and I'm only asking this because you do it the most and the most strongest, why do you think when rappers bring rappers out on stage, they act as if they've never seen them before?
That's so funny.
The way you hug people is so insane.
Like, we'll just have seen each other backstage.
We were
and it'll
just
be like,
backstage and it's like, ah!
I don't know, but maybe it's like
It's
maybe
the
it's like
energy.
adrenaline, you know?
Okay.
Don't you think?
I don't know. We all do it.
I guess because like it's kind of like the crowd seeing them and you're like, oh shit, like you're trying to play the role like I haven't seen you too. I don't know. That's a good ass question.
Like, this my nigga in the
What would
crowd,
be the
know
other
this my
side of it?
nigga.
Would it be like you
Yeah.
coming out on stage and me acting like I just been chilling with you for 30 minutes and like don't acknowledge you? Like, and we're just like, that'd be so weird, no? That's so funny. That's such a good point. Like, it's way too enthusiastic. Like,
Why, Blicky?
but I legit did perform for Baby the other day. Didn't see him backstage at all, and didn't see him after the show. Only saw him on stage.
I went on stage and didn't even see him on stage.
He cut?
What?
On stage, he walked off stage. I didn't even see him on the stage. So
That's wild.
I got you.
That's wild.
At all. That was a Moody conversation.
Is that what these are called?
I think I just off the top.
A moody conversation. I like that.
Future mood and moody.
Oh,
conversation.
I like that. A moody conversation.
Yeah, that was a moody conversation with Yachty and Drake. Thank you so much, bro.
That was hard.
Yeah, part 1. We'll see you guys next time in Croatia.
He like, yo, we should go right now. He's like, yo, we gotta do a part 2, right? Like, damn, is that a move?
Just like that.
Just like that, we out this motherfucker, dog.
Hey, yo, hit that link, man. Hit that link. Why not?